Hey, what's up guys? It's the Outdoors Journeyman here, and today I was wanting to do a video just to show you guys what gear I bring along on a backpacking hunting trip into the Kaimanawa Ranges in summertime. Yeah, so if that's of interest to you, stick around. You're going to want to see this. Oh, first things first, you guys will see the gun here leaning up against a tree. Let's show you that she's unloaded. See that? Nothing in the chamber. Okay, righto guys, what I've done is I've brought the gear out into better light, from underneath the tarpaulin. I've just brought it out here so we can see it a little bit better. So, first up of the gear that we bring, as you can see, is the tarp. Okay, here's the tarp here. This is my tarpaulin set up here. This tarpaulin has guy ropes that are part of it, and tuck away into here when you're finished, when you pack it away. This tarpaulin is a 3 meter by 3 meter tarp. To go with the tarp, we have this ground sheet here. Yeah, so it's about, I don't know, a little bit over 2 meters and say 1.6 wide. I'm not 100%, but that's about rough measurement. So that's. And then the next thing we have, guys, is a sleeping bag. Now my sleeping bag is a down sleeping bag. Here it is here, right here. It's a down sleeping bag. It's rated to, oh man, minus a lot. It's way too hot for summer. Just open it up and just quilt over the top, you know. So that's my sleeping bag. As you can see, that's my sleeping bag. And then with the whole sleep system, I also have a silk liner that goes with your bag. Now your silk liners are there to help keep the bag nice and clean and tidy. There you go guys. Thermarest Neo Air. Now this is an inflatable mattress, and I also have the luxury of a pillow. Look at that, how's that? Hey? That helps tremendously to get a good night's sleep, having a pillow. So, got a pillow. These all packed down to nothing. It's a Cedar Summit pillow. Yeah, so that's what I have. That's my sleep system. Yeah, and I forgot to mention that the the sleeping bag is a MacPack sleeping bag, MacPack Express, and it is an 800 loft. Hello guys, so moving on to the next part of the system that I've brought in. I have a jet boil. So here's the jet boil. Mine's a pretty old jet boil. As you can see, she's a jet boil Sol. The jet boil, she's pretty old school. This is one of the first generations jet boils. Of course, it takes a very small little canister. It's all part of the system, and all of that there goes inside this. You put it all in there, and I actually use this container here to transport it all in. So there, the container here, and I put my jet boil in, and of course my jet boil, the igniter doesn't work, so I'm back down to a lighter. So we've got a lighter, and of course that's the cap for the gas, and everything packs into this container. Now why bring a container? Well, that can double up as a water container. Down the creek, fill it up, you know, that's I think it's 2 litres or thereabouts, so I can have a 2 litre water container as well as my drink bottle. As you can see over here, I've just got a plain old pump water drink bottle, simple as, you know, don't have to worry too much. And with this, I pretty much only use a cup if I need a cup, and the cup I use is one of these Cedar Summits. That's right, this is a cup. Check this out, look, see that? There we go. There we are. Voila. Look, cup. Lightweight, folds away to nothing. And I only ever have it for like cups of teas. I actually put my porridge in it. And this cup is big enough, it's actually got 2 cups worth in it. So it's pretty good. So that's what I have there. And that's my cooking system. And so what else goes with all this is a spoon. Again, Cedar Summit, titanium spoon. These are long, and there's a reason why they're long. They're long so that they can get into the bottom of the backcountry meals to stir them up. Here's a backcountry meal, and this gets right into the bottom so you can stir it up without getting your hand in there and your fingers all dirty and what have you. Hygiene. So yeah, so that's what I've got there. So that completes my whole cooking setup. You will see this here. Pack in, pack out is what we practice here. So that is just a bag of rubbish. That's right. Take it in, you pack it in, you take it out. So that's what we're practicing there. Yep, the next thing's food stuff. So we have backcountry meals. That's what we have for dinners. A knife, Swiss Army knife. It's a relatively big Swiss Army knife, but hey, it's got everything I need on it, so that's what I bring. So from there we have porridges. So these porridges here, you basically just boil water and add water to them, and that's it. And of course I bring along a little bit of milk powder. A little bit of milk powder just makes it a little bit more creamy, you know, pretty nice there, eh? And then that's sort of like your breakfast. So next up, guys, is coffee. So I just bring in these Makona strong cappuccinos. So you just have the coffee, you know, just again boiling water, add water. For after dinner, I just have a chocolate like this, 95% cocoa chocolate. It's not for everyone, but for me it's good, low sugar and strong flavour. And also part of your lunches and that, 1 square meal bars. We have these OSM bars. We always have a bit of snacks, so I've got some biscuits, you know, so biscuits, and I've got some nuts, some almond nuts. I did have some pumpkin seeds, but they're all gone. So we got another sort of a luxurious sort of item, can of bully beef, eh? What do you reckon about that, Paul? Hey, Paul? Carried it in for you, mate. Yeah. Check out one of my other videos, guys. When we hunted in the Stina burn, Wapiti hunting Stina burn. Check that video out, and you'll know all about what this can of bully beef means. Okay, guys. Next luxury item I got is salami and cheese. So got a salami here and an epicure cheese. Man, it's held up pretty well in this heat, and it's really nice to have when you come back. When you get back into camp, it's really nice to eat some salami and cheese, eh? You know, so these are just luxury items. And all this food that I've got here, it doesn't look like much, but that's because we're already a couple of days in. We came in on a Friday, this is now a Sunday, so you know, I've actually got enough for one extra backcountry for another day and another breakfast there for it just in case, eh? So that's the food system I've got. So to see what I actually brought in for the whole trip, there would have been 4 more porridges, 2 more backcountries, some pumpkin seeds, some more biscuits, and that's about it. I do have enough. Oh, and more OSM bars, and we have more OSM bars, and that's about it. There is enough. It's more than enough. So that's all good. Righto. There is one other luxury item, guys, that does make its way into the bush with us. And it's this fella here. Those of you who know, you know. So yeah, we enjoy a little tipple. Not too much, it's only a little bit there. Just enough to have a little shine on. My food all packs down into this little bag here. Keep it in a bag so that I can just have it together and not go all over the place, you know. And that held everything in it. It's not that big a bag, as you can see, but that had everything I had in there for 4 days. Okay, guys, so you got my shelter system with the ground sheet, my sleeping system, you got my food, my cooking system here, and that sort of thing. And now let's get into the other gear that I bring. Okay, guys, so I bring all this gear in my Tatonka bison pack. It's a 75 litre bison. It's an awesome pack. This pack here is tough as nails. It's It's got a really good harness system on it. Look how thick those pads are. Look at that. You know, it's a great pack. Nice big waist belt, you know, hip belt, whatever you want to call it. Good padding system. This pack has carried some heavy loads. You know, it's real robust. And the good thing with these packs is they unzip here. See that? So you don't have to just top load. You can open them up. So anyway, that's the pack that I carry everything in. So let's open it up. Let's have a look at the gear, eh? Okay guys, so part of the packing system is a camelback. I've got a camelback bladder here. Not only can I use it in my big pack, but I can use it in my day pack. And that's my day pack that I bring. It rolls up real nice and small because it's just a material. So that's another part of the day packing system, and I have a day pack. Because we're going hunting in the bush, you know, you want to be able to carry it in your day pack. And so I've got an assortment of gear out here to show you guys what else we bring along on a trip like this, you know. So if you look up here, got the Stony Creek Stowit here. That's a rain jacket. It's not likely to rain, but just in case it does, you want to be able to have some form of shelter, right? To keep that rain off you. So I've got that. Okay guys, and then of course, you know, moving along, there's a lot of essentials here that you got to have. A headlamp. Got a headlamp here. It's a lead lenser headlamp. Nice headlamp, rechargeable. Batteries last for ages, or battery lasts for ages. And then we move on. I've got a PLB. Always got to have your PLB, eh? Have my own PLB. GPS. This is an older version of a GPS, but man, it still works, so it's all good. So you got to have those. Those things are essential pieces of kit. And then of course, I also bring along binos. These are just little 10 by 25 binos. You know, they're not huge, not big, but they're good for in the bush. Fit in your pocket nicely. Yeah, so you got binos. Oh, and of course, you have a rifle strap. I don't use a strap very often, but I always have it in my day pack over here, ready to go. So when I'm out there, when I'm out on the hill and I may have got an animal, you know, I've always got the strap just in case I need to bloody strap that rifle on my back, you know, or whatever, and I'm carrying the meat out. Next thing we have here for the rifle, this is just a real extra, but you guys have seen my rifle there. This is just this little slip-on cover. You guys have seen my rifle. It's blued walnut, so I like to try and protect it if I can, especially if it starts raining, and just of the night keep the dew off it. So yeah, I carry that like that, guys. See how the rifle is now snugly inside the rifle cover. You can see it in there. See that? You guys might be looking at these pouches thinking, what have you got all these pouches for? You know, each one of these pouches have something different. Okay guys, so let's have a quick look inside. So yes, there you go. So you can see just charging cables, power bank, some oil for the gun, a bit of oil, some rag, a pull through. So that's kept in that case. And of course, in this case here is the this first aid kit. Bloody hard to do this one hand. So you got first aid stuff, first aid kit, plasters, what have you. Another headlamp, spare batteries, and basically in this case here is pretty much just my phone. So at the moment, but I do put like snacks and stuff in here, and stuff when I take it out on the hill. They're not very, they're bulky, but they're not very heavy, and of course they're blaze orange, so that if you misplace them, you can find them easy enough. This one here, here's just got GoPro bits in it. See, GoPro bits, extra GoPros, what have you, that sort of stuff. So this one doesn't really leave the camp. And this one here, this is just an old school one that I used to have. I just sort of carry on bringing it along with me. Yeah, so all that's in this now is like a steel. I've got a dual stick steel. So there, dual stick steel. Steel for sharpening if and when you need to. and it conveniently packs away into itself like that. See? And knife, which happens to be a buck 110 folder. Now this knife is quite heavy, very old school, very old school. So yeah, so this knife here is the buck 110 folder. Doesn't really need much introduction, as you can see. Very handy. And that clip point blade, it's really good for getting in there for processing animals. This is pretty purpose built, does the job well, so I carry it. Yeah, so there we go. So yep, so that's it. Comes in it's a leather case. Yeah, it's all a little bit heavy. I wish I had a synthetic case for it, but it's really hard to come by here in New Zealand. And in the front, of course, is just bits and pieces, mainly ammo. See the ammo there? I don't know if you guys can make that out, but that's the big 45-70 government, big rounds. So yeah, so that's that. Okay guys, so now we get into clothes system. What clothes do you bring on a trip? Well, here we are. You're pretty much wearing it. I wear a long sleeve top, even though it's the middle of summer. It's to keep the branches from scratching you up on your arms, keep the sun off, keeps the sun off you. And yeah, so that's another thing. And then after the other part of the system I have is shorts. See guys, I'm a shorts wearer. I like shorts. Yeah, I like wearing shorts, and I wear thermals. Look at that guys, see? Thermals. So shorts and thermals. Yep, so as you can see, I'm shorts and thermals type of guy. Long sleeve top. It's thermal pants, by the way. I don't have a thermal top on. See, no, I don't have a thermal top on. Too hot. I do have one though, and I'll show you that in a moment. Then of course we get into gaiters. See that? Gaiters. Got to have gaiters. Good hardy gaiters. They save your legs. And then we have gaiters. See, good hardy gaiters. They save your ankles, your shins, your legs. They can keep a bit of water out, so your boots don't get too wet. Of course, I have boots, good thick leather boots. Now these are actually a bit much for the bush. These are lower Tibets, so I do a lot of alpine hunting, tar hunting and stuff like that. So that's where these really come in. But that's what I've got at the moment for the bush, so that's what I wear. So you have that whole system there. So yeah guys, so pretty much wearing what you need. And also guys, I wear a hat when I'm in the bush here. I always wear my bucket hat. It's a blaze orange Stony Creek bucket hat. I don't even know if you can buy these buggers anymore. So I have that, and I also wear some of these gloves. See those gloves there? Fingerless gloves. Man, they're really good. And what they do is they keep you from getting all scratched up on your hands. They save your hands from getting all busted up, and it also can keep the bugs off and all that sort of thing. And I do have a couple of extras for back at camp, and just in case you get soaking wet and what have you. I'll show you right now. So I bring a balaclava. It is a polyprop thermal balaclava, really handy, good for at night around camp. Yeah, so I have that. And also here's my thermal top. I do bring my thermal top, long sleeve, so that way when you're at camp, nice and warm when you need it. And of course, you can't go without having a spare pair of undies of some form and a spare pair of socks. So that's pretty much the clothes. And I do have one other item though, and I do bring with me a down jacket. Right here, it's a really lightweight down jacket. It's a MacPack down jacket, real lightweight. It packs up really small, this thing, really small. This is the type of jacket to bring in on in summer when you're just to keep you just a little bit warmer. So that combined with the thermals back in camp is way more than enough at the moment, you know. So that's what I have. Okay guys, there is another bit of item that I sort of forgot to mention actually. Camp shoes. Let me show you my camp shoes, eh? Ready? That's them. Look at that. That's right guys. I don't bring camp shoes. It's in the bush, summertime, always in the bare feet. Around camp. Yeah, no worries there. So, saves weight, eh? That's my camp shoes. And to keep all of this all good, all my gear here, is I have dry bags. I use dry bags. These are MacPack dry bags. Cedar Summit dry bags. So even though I knew it wasn't going to rain, or had an idea it wasn't going to rain, I still brought everything in dry bags. That way, make sure that I keep my system all good. Now guys, there is one other thing that I wonder if you picked up on. Ta-da! That's right. Don't leave home without this stuff. You know what it's for. You have a real bad day if you forget it. Tell you what, I've even got a spare one that I carry in my day pack, so you don't get caught short out on the hill. Righto. Okay guys, so that's my gear. That's my gear that I bring on this trip, and all this here, all this stuff here, all packs up into my Tatonka pack here. No worries, you know, the tarp, the cook system, the food, the sleeping bag, the clothes, all my little bits and pieces, is all what I take. All fits into this pack, and yeah, that's my gear, guys. And of course, we have the rifle. You guys have seen this rifle. I've done a review on this rifle before. Go check out that video. As you can see, it's a 40. I'll put a link in the description. It's a 45-70 single shot, and of course, as you've all seen, it is unloaded. There you go. Because we're in camp, never have a loaded firearm in camp. Never. That's the gear that I brought on a summer hunting trip into the bush. Now you could take this gear, this amount of gear and this sort of thing into any bush. I happened to be in the Kaimanawa Ranges, and all up I packed in, the gear weighs, I'm not sure, 16 kilos say, and it sounds heavy, and there's definitely things that I could cull out to make it lighter, but I'm totally comfortable carrying 16 kilos. It's no drama to me. Just chuck it on, away we go. And it was a 4-hour hike to get into here. Anyway guys, so I hope that gear list is informative for you, and it might help you out if and when you guys are going summer hunting. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I tried to give you the setting of my camp. Yeah, I tried to set it out here. This is where we actually are. We're in the bush here. We are hunting here. This is where we are, you know. And this gear list here is actually the gear that I have actually humped into here. So, yeah. Anyway guys, hey, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, you know, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And also, if you like this my content in it, maybe you want to consider subscribing it. You know, I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe. It does mean a lot. And yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.